Hi, everyone. Okay. So an underlying theme is the Hierophant. And so we all go through, difficult situations in our lives. And the only thing that would be, they're difficult anyway. A difficult situation's difficult. It can be really sad. It can be, we can have a lot of regret and resent people and all sorts of these feelings and things we can attach to past experiences. And that's human nature. But the real tragedy would be to go through that type of situation and only hang on to grief, regret, and all that stuff and miss the lesson and the wisdom that we can gain from such situations, and keep the lesson and leave all the other stuff in the past with the situation. So that's going to be a driving theme for you guys this month. I also saw the King of Swords. He's going to be great at cutting away and leaving in the past, cutting cords, cutting ties, letting go of resentment and regret and grief and anger and blame and all that stuff. And because it just attaches negative energy to you. And so for some of you, it may be someone with some sort of drinking problem, personality disorder, some sort of just issue where they're very emotional and they lash out at other people. So if you're around people or they just create a negative emotional vibe. So this could be, a partner, a friend, a family member, a coworker, any sort of situation where you're just like, it's just, you feel tied somehow you've gotten tied to someone else's happiness, where you're investing time and energy in someone else's life, like trying to help them get their act together, get a job, be responsible. It's one thing if it's your child and they're, young and that's what you're supposed to be teaching them. But it's another thing when it's an adult and someone that just won't accept responsibility for their own behavior and actions and somehow sucks you in and that codependent energy. And you're like, bye-bye. You're like, I put all these emotions, all these cups, all this energy, and I'm leaving it behind because look, I have this whole lifetime of new different emotional experiences ahead of me, and this one just isn't working out, and I don't have any more to give. I refuse to give any more of my time and energy, thoughts, emotions, anything to this situation that I can't control, because you can't control other people's behavior. You can't fix other people's problems. You can't make someone stop doing something that's self-destructive. You can't tolerate someone lashing out at you because of their issues. It's just not sustainable. And you're like, there has to be a time to draw the line. Is someone doing lashing out at you twice? What about when it's a year of that? What about when it's been 2 years? What if it's 5 years in and you're still tolerating this behavior? What's going on here? And you're just like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm seeing the behavior and the actions and I'm done. And again, that I was talking about that simplicity, this wanting to be able to enjoy life and not just have all this, and keep it simple. Keep it calm, keep it low stress. Think of children. They are in the moment. They're not worrying about anything else, and not in a selfish way. They're just appreciating. If it's raining out, they're going to go jump in a mud puddle because it's fun. They're not going to be, worrying about a million other things. If they see a flower, they're going to delight in its beauty and its smell and that there are flowers blooming. That's what you're like, no more do you want this heaviness and this negativity and this oppressive feeling. It's like, I'm done with the devil. I can walk away. That's the lesson of the devil is you aren't chained the way you think, just because in the traditional, sorry, I'm stumbling, on the traditional Rider-Waite, the chains are not actually chained to anything. They're loose. And it doesn't look like her chain, I'm having trouble seeing, is chained to anything else. So we're allowing ourselves to be chained to a situation we're not actually chained to. It's kind of like the denial card of the major arcana, kind of like the Eight of Swords. We think we're trapped. We've decided we're trapped in this situation, but we're actually, our own denial is the only thing keeping us chained to this situation. And so once you're moving away, it's like you're taking some time to put things into perspective, to think about, how did I get in that situation? What beliefs allowed me to stay in that situation? And now that I'm seeing things differently, and I'm not allowing myself to be tied to things that aren't actually my responsibility, I need to reassess for a little bit. So you're going to go within and really try to put things in perspective and figure out, well, so what is my guiding light moving forward? And it may be, I will not take on other people's issues. I'm going to bear my own burdens, but not others. But it's going to be a little bit of an inner journey after. I love, right in the line, I just have to read it, is the star. I mean, I just imagine all this water and the star card pouring over you and cleaning away the negativity and cleansing and healing you. I mean, it's just this wash of hope and healing and dream. It's like I can dream again. I can move forward in this part of my life and have hopes and dreams again, because I'm not just shrouded and drowning in negativity and other people's issues and problems. And I like the card in this deck because it's like she's, this is the card where I usually say, like the Eight of Cups, you walk away from a situation, and in this situation, someone may walk away from you. Is it really maybe this devil person or situation is going to walk away from you when you sort of start to put some boundaries up? Oh my God, that's okay. Don't get caught up in I should have been the one to break up with them. I should have been the one to do this. You got to let that shit go, okay? You have Two Cups. Who gives it? Kick these Three of Cups that were negative and just kick them off to the side and move on. Like, don't get caught up in those little petty things, because you're free. You're free. The next card, how other people see you. So other people do see you, though, as getting a higher perspective, putting all this in perspective, looking at the big picture and understanding this is a moment in time. And again, moving forward with the wisdom of the situation, not the negative feelings, the regret, the resentment, and all that stuff. And then you have the healing card. And then, oh my God, you guys, the World. It's like coming full circle. Ending a cycle of your life and starting. The world is your oyster. Here you go. Here's a new cycle with your hopes and dreams moving forward. What do you want to manifest? Looking at the big picture, looking at your whole life and reassessing in a positive way. It's like, I'm free of this burden. I'm free of this. And the devil can very well be your own issues. So don't forget that. It doesn't have to be an external. I should have said that. It can be your own inner demons. And it's like, I'm done. I'm done with this negative tape always playing in my head. I'm done being self-sabotaging. I'm done being my own worst enemy. And I'm starting a new way of life. And this is one of the most beautiful healing readings I've seen in a long time. So I'll see you at the next video. Take care.